going on? This your boy Top Cat 100. You know you back at the Real Field TV. Now, right now, we gonna speak on some of the things that y'all read yesterday that I had to bring to y'all attention because, like I was saying, the actual witness that was the driver testimony don't match up with the LAPD's testimony. Are fishy cuz of that matter. You see what I'm saying? So for those of y'all that really read it, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't expect y'all to really sit through the whole entire video. So for those of y'all who did read it, then y'all seen the inconsistencies. So y'all don't have to ask me no more about how did I say this, why did I say that inside that other Eric Holder video when I was talking about the case and stuff like that. So let's move forward. Now let's get to the part of leading up to the situation that I was saying in the video. Now, to me, okay, here's how I think it went. That morning when Nip dipped out and received a call and just dipped out, that was probably Cowboy up on the phone that probably told him something crazy to make him do that. Because they said he wasn't with his security because he was supposed to have stayed in the house. You see what I'm saying? So if he was supposed to be in the house chilling and stuff like that, and that's why he didn't have security, I could go for that, okay. But that sudden call and his grandma say he don't know, she don't know. I think his mama or his grandma, I think it was his grandma that said he never do that. You see what I'm saying? So that was already suspect. So it had to be Cowboy that called him. You see what I'm saying? As far as on his way over there, now we all know, like I say, the speculations and the motives, and we already got into all of that. Now, this is the part where everything about to take place. Now, what I think was, because we got to talk about Big U's office. Now, some people say Big U had a studio around the corner. Some people say Big U had, an actual store around the corner. And then some say he had an office. I'm going to say all of the above or whatever you want to call it. But the fact still stands is he was right around the street from this clothing store. So if he was right around the street and had businesses or studio or whatever he had around the street from Nip actual marathon store, then you got to look at this like, okay, if I got and had an altercation with Sam and I already had motives and stuff like this, I'm in cahoots with the cops, so you know, I can get things done now. So now all I gotta do is find somebody that's close around to orchestrate. This is what Cowboy come in, Fishy or whatever y'all want to call him, Thunder, whatever, Kev, Mac, whatever. So he actually got things together, and that's where that call came from. Now, when they was on route and stuff like that, now maybe he did a text message or called, or who knows what he did, to let Eric Holder know that they was on their way. So Eric probably was already at the studio with you. You see what I'm saying? And the girl. You see what I'm saying? Because she ain't doing nothing but what she's supposed to do, act like she ain't know nothing. You see what I'm saying? But she's still fraud. And they said they just met in February and all this, man, that's long enough. The man died the 31st of March. So that's long enough to, know somebody's ways or whatever and what you're dealing with. And then you had to know he was in a mental hospital. But let's get back to what we were talking about. So all of that, when Nipsey and Cowboy and everybody pull up and they gets out the car, you see what I'm saying? When they gets out the car, I now see this what makes me think it's a little curve. That fan that took that last picture, with the mother of the child that took a picture with Nip. Now, that's what made me think everything was put into play. Like, Big U had all them dudes, you know what I'm saying? I forgot the other two dudes that was with Nip when it happened around him, standing beside him and stuff like that. But this is where all them come in, because all them was already at the studio or office or whatever you want to say. So they know to pull up because, first of all, they said he came up there to get some shirts. That was a lie. Then they end up saying they just happened to see Nip. You see what I'm saying? So here's my thing. when Cowboy gets up out the car and he goes into the actual burger spot to get his so-called burger, and Eric Holder comes in, because he say he's seen Eric Holder in the burger spot and stuff like that. You know, they say he was picking up some chili cheese fries. Okay. That was all. They probably didn't even talk in there or nothing. They probably just seen each other, stuff like that. But that was just to let Eric know, okay, I'm here. Everything good. He out, you know what I'm saying? He out there. Like, everything. You see? So, that's probably when Eric, you know what I mean, did what he did and walked up and you know, the conversation ensued or whatever. And they trying to say that, Nip, first of all, the testimony says that he asked Nip, was he a snitch? How you gonna ask him, was he a snitch? Now the story is you asked him, was he a snitch? And then the police say the conversation wasn't belligerent at all or nothing that you would think was warranted for him to come back and do that. You see what I'm saying? Which lets you know right there the motive that somebody else wants him dead. You see what I'm saying? If that's the case with that. But I don't believe that. You see what I'm saying? And then the testimony from the driver said that she actually seen Nipsey and got excited and parked the car. So, if the police records say the conversation lasted about 4 minutes, whatnot or whatever, it took you 4 minutes to park a car? Because you wanted to pick? You know? I'm just saying, stuff not adding up. And then, whoever, if Nipsey asked him, was he a snitch, or you can't be around because you a snitch, or whatever the case may be. Because the dude that got shot with Nip was actually saying something different from what Fisher Cuz was saying. Because they were both supposed to have been right there. You know how Fisher always say this in 5 seconds or 3 seconds, this happened, you know, this and that. So before you went in the burger spot, this was supposed to have happened. This happened after you seen him in the burger spot. See, it's all type of twists and turns and so many different stories that this what they want. But see, this is what I want to put y'all eyes on. Now, when it actually took place and whatever happened and he left, where he leave to? Because if he left and came back, because he didn't have no guns if he had to leave and he came back with guns. He just went to the car, got the gun, came back. This man rolled around the corner. The driver rolled him around the corner. So if the driver rolled you around the corner, you feel what I'm saying? If they rolled you around the corner, where you go to? They say Big U office is around the corner. Studio, whatever you want to call it. So just put 2 and 2 together. Who gave you them guns? Why the video show you throwing one inside the car? What was that white car? People keep trying to explain this white man or whatever he was. You see what I'm saying? And can't nobody really explain it. And that's my whole gripe with this thing. Like, we got to look at every inch of what's happening. You know? You can't just be saying what you think happened. You know what I'm saying? It's about what really happened. And what really happened was whoever, Big U or whoever studio that was, whoever, the girl had to know what was about to go down. Because, of course, y'all was there before Nipsey even got to the Marathon Club. Because that's how Cowboy probably let y'all know that they was on their way up there. Whoever was with him let you know when they were going to come up there. You get what I'm saying? So, let's not be misled about this whole situation. Like that man didn't come back with 2 of them things. If you came back with 2 of them things, man, you see what I'm saying? What made you throw one of them inside a white car? And then some say the dude in the white car passed you off something. You know what I'm saying? Now it's you left somewhere and came back with it. So if you truly left somewhere and came back with that, then that's for sure leading you guilty. You see what I'm saying? About, and it's put, like I said, because we know the LAPD wanted you out of that lie. I mean, Nip out of that lie. You see what I'm saying? So, of course, they're going to find somebody that got that problem and motive, and then the person with the problem and motive going to get somebody close to you that's a snake, you know. that ain't doing their best, you know what I mean, as far as look wise and you know, being a fresh type dude, you know. You might have probably been a fly dude back in the day, but as we can see, that's no more. Well, now you can see that he back to being that dude. I don't know where Cowboy get all this money from, and he rocking fly suits and all this stuff like that now, and you know, all this clothing got Nipsey face on it and stuff. But we ain't gonna get into that. What we're saying is that this is definitely something that we all need to look into. You feel what I'm talking about? Because the way they did that was they think it was a mastermind plan, but it won't, because you got people like us that's bringing y'all the news on this stuff, and you know, we receive a lot of threats and you know, things of that nature. So you know, don't get mad at certain channels for actually, you know, falling back. I'm not gonna really fall back from it. I'm gonna always speak my mind, and that's what y'all can count on over here. So y'all just think about that, man. Why all these stories don't add up? You know what I'm saying? Why ain't nobody talking about the things that they need to talk about? Especially with that white car. You know what I'm saying? I think I seen the man hand him something too. And then he throw something back in the car. You feel what I'm saying? But then the records and testimonies are saying that he left and went around the corner and came back. And they saying that this is facts. And I already told you what's the problem with that. Where he go at? How you didn't know if he get back in the car with firearms? Now, if he pull him out of a bag before, you know what I'm saying? Before he go get out and do what he gonna do. So, it's the Real Field TV, man. You know, shout out to the 100 Mob. I'm gonna be back with y'all. Y'all keep it safe. Cause the whole thing getting crazy. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna hit y'all with another video sometime today or whatnot. And we gonna really dig into some other things about, you know, the case and other situations that don't seem right. And we gonna definitely find out. And I know y'all gonna drop it in the comments, because they done dropped it in plenty of comments before, these brothers' names that got hit with Nip. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, we gonna get on them on this next one. And like I said, we're going to be piecing this thing together. And we ain't on no first 48. This is on some, we want some justice, because we ain't going to keep letting them just pick us off. The industry can't just keep, you know. But it is what it is. Shout out.